Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Void here, and today we are going to be doing a Black Ops 6 settings video. Now, I didn't do a settings video in the very first day or two that the beta came out because I didn't know what the settings I was going to rock with. Obviously, changing your settings a lot can actually hurt you as a Call of Duty player, but learning your actual good settings and not just copying and pasting other people's settings is also something that you should learn into. So if you guys want to know, I'm an iridescent player in Modern Warfare 3, iridescent player in Modern Warfare 2. I'm a main AR going into a Black Ops 6 game with omnidirectional movement. Will I be an AR in this game? I haven't really decided yet, but I like the ARs, I like the subs, and I think this game could really be something good competitively. So after doing a bunch of fucking research on what I want to do for my playstyle in this game so far, these are going to be my Black Ops 6 settings. Alright, first thing you want to go ahead and do, if you're on controller, go ahead and go to controller. I do play tactical because I do have paddles, so if you guys don't have paddles, the button layout for this video, you can just skip ahead, but I do use the PS5 DualSense Edge, so it does come with two back buttons on the back. So this year in COD, I found that 8.8 honestly is the sweet spot for me. This game has a lot of camera breaking, and you need to be able to switch in each direction that you need to move from. I'm going to be honest with you guys, you're gonna get broke a lot on 6.6. 7.7's fine, but honestly, man, I think 8.8 might be the sensitivity to go for this year, in my personal opinion. This is also a disclaimer, this is going to be my settings also as a competitive player, so I'm not going to have a lot of the assistings on, and I'm going to be talking about that why. So simplifying controls, everything right here just switched off right here, everything switched off. I want you guys to actually learn the movement into this game when it actually comes out. Go to a private match and actually learn what you're going to be doing, because if you have all the simplified controls, it's going to do things that you don't want to do at some certain times, and just make sure you want to lock in on your actual settings. Controller vibration off, and then for dead zones, I'm rocking the same dead zones that I was running in MW3, except the only thing that's different is we're going to have the left stick min at 0, just because in this game you always want to be strafing. I want you guys to think about it like a battle royale game when you're picking up loot. You know what I'm saying? You always gotta be moving, in this game, because the aim assist in this game is very fucking strong. I'll keep it a buck with everybody watching, but also you just need to be moving. I have my left stick at 70. This is what I've been doing since MW3 and MW2. I have 3 because, you know, my right stick doesn't have too much, and then my L triggers are going to be 0, 0. Obviously, go ahead and go to aiming, and this is going to be where you guys are going to go is ADS sensitivity multiplier. Go ahead and make these 0.9. I'm not too sure about the focus thing, and I think that's something to do with snipers, but I still have it at 0.9 just because that's what I've trained at. 0.9 is going to be my particular favorite in this game. It's kind of hard for me to explain why, but a lot of people play on 0.9. A lot of pros play on 0.9. It's actually one of the best ADS sensitivity multipliers that I agree with, even if it's a 10% decrease from 1. Go ahead and go into aiming advanced settings. You're going to go ahead and switch your aim response curve to dynamic and instant. Dynamic is going to make the game feel a lot better when you're looking up and down, left and right, and then those diagonal lines that you look, it's going to make the game feel a lot better. If you're playing on standard, you're basically just moving left and right, and it's not good. Play on dynamic. I promise you guys right now, you'll be a better player. When we do go into movement, I'm going to have my sprint assist on. They haven't really talked about what's going to be going on with the competitive as far as this goes, but as long as it doesn't have the tactical sprint in it, I know that is GA'd. So we're just going to keep this regular on, and we're going to have the sprint assist delay to 0, and then we're going to have sprint assist sideways, backwards, all on, because in this game, no matter if you're moving forward, backwards, left and right, you just want to be sprinting every single time. You want to be the fastest moving item on the screen when someone goes to chow you. So you want to have all these on and to the highest setting. Crouch assist off, mental assist off, automatic airborne, you want that to be partial, just in case you want to make a ledge jump, and then it will hook you up there if you want to go up there, but it won't also hook down if you're laying down behind a concrete barrier and then you jump over it. It's not going to mantle it for you. I have been playing tap to slide. Now, if you guys know, I'm a slide only iridescent player in Modern Warfare 3. I've been using tap to slide so that I can get the hang of diving as well, but I'm going to be honest with you guys, hybrid has not been my favorite thing, just because, as I talked about, sprinting is going to be something that I actually want to abuse in Black Ops 6, and I believe that sprinting and diving at the same time is much better than sprinting and diving. You know what I'm saying? So in my opinion, I want to be able to sprint and slide, and then if I want to dive, just hold it. There's a lot of situations where honestly I feel like holding it just makes me feel like I'm like diving in the direction I want to, but I just want to really take advantage of the no input delay when I'm sprinting to the left or sprinting behind me and I want to actually slide instead of dive. Automatic door peek, we're going to turn that off, and then go ahead to movement settings. Just copy all these settings right here. You want to play at single tap run, slide maintain resprint, sprint restore. These are going to be the best things that you should run. Sprinting door bash on, and obviously free plunging underwater. I mean, I don't think there's gonna be too many maps with water, but if there is, free is gonna be the best one, where you're just looking and it will swim for you. Go ahead and go to combat and copy these settings right here. But in combat, there is one important settings that was toggled off that I need you guys to toggle on. Go ahead and go to combat advanced settings. Go down to sprint cancels reload. This was off for me. Go ahead and turn that on. Now it's kind of complicated because you can kind of sprint while reloading, but I'm telling you guys right now, the YY system in this game is not really that good in my opinion. Sprint canceling reload is something that I've just used to as a COD player for years and years and years. So this is just something that I want to keep in my life as a COD player, because I do use paddle so I can YY as well, but for some reason sometimes sprinting can actually be faster than YYing in my personal opinion. So go ahead and keep that on. You guys can mess around with it if you want, but yeah, competitively I'm gonna keep this shit on. Now going over to graphics, you could skip this if you're on console, but if you guys are PC, I'm going to be showing you guys a bunch of PC optimization that you guys can do. But to keep it simple, in here you want to play at full screen exclusive. I'm a streamer, so I play at full screen borderless, just so I can go from monitor to monitor. But to get the maximum frames and refresh rates, you want to do exclusive. Go ahead and make sure everything is good to go down here. If you guys want curious, I do play on 57 brightness. Don't ask me why, I just think the game looks a lot better on 57. You want to play on NVIDIA on plus boost. You want to go ahead and scroll down, put efficiency mode preset, and then on your custom frame rate. Honestly, a lot of people like to do like custom and stuff like that. Honestly, I keep mine on unlimited and I find that a lot better. It just keeping it on, they just the same thing. You guys don't really notice any of it. Alright, in the graphics settings, this is actually going to be super important if you are on a PC player. Go ahead and copy my shit exactly T to T if you guys want the best frames per second and the just best overall game and latency feel. Alright, and for the quality section, you're going to make sure you want to do fidelity cast, upscaling, and sharpening. Will make the game look a lot better for you guys, make the game look a little bit sharper for you guys. Scroll down, you want to make all these just low, everything off. You want to do on-demand texture streaming to minimal. I have mine at 50 for the allocated texture cast size. I have never ran into problems with this at 50, so I keep it at that, but keep it at the minimum and at 50. This is honestly what I'd like to run. Heading on to the FOV, as of right now, this could change, but I honestly have felt so good at 102. If you guys know, I've been playing at 97 on MW3, but guess what? Black Ops 6 is a changed and new and improved game. You can't play on 97. I just got my camera broken every single time, and it's just so hard to just lock on to somebody. 102 has been something that honestly I have really enjoyed. You want to play on ADS field of view effective, weapon field of view wide, and then you want to have your world motion blur and weapon motion blur turned off, and obviously you want to have your first person camera movement to least, which is going to be 50%. For my audio settings, I just want to master game volume at 100. I do run headphones instead of headphones space boost now. Headphones honestly has just treated me a lot better. Also, I am not using Sonic EQ for Black Ops 6, so just let you guys know that as well. Speaker output is going to be stereo, and then honestly I just have all this stuff on the regular stuff. Classic hit marker is what I prefer right now. The default one is kind of just the MW2 one, but I think in this upcoming Black Ops 6 they're going to give some more hit marker presets, so I'm excited about that. And last but not least is going to be your interface. You guys, I want you guys to turn off all these tooltips, introductions, all this stuff right here. It's just going to clutter your game. It's just going to make things on your HUD that you just don't want. Guys, we're here for the game. We're here for the competitive side of the game. Turn all these stuff off. Telemetry, I just keep at the FPS, latency, and packet loss, just so I can tell what my game is running at. Make sure you turn all these off on the hardware icon, just because we're going to be knowing in the top left corner anyways if it's anything bad. Alright, and for the gameplay HUD, I just run the standard, to be honest. I tried the magnified one, but to be honest, you guys, it doesn't actually improve the radius of the minimap. So if it's not going to actually improve the radius of the minimap, and it's just going to make the minimap look a little bit bigger, honestly, I'm gonna be honest, I already look at the minimap 24/7, so it covering up all that screen for me, honestly, it was not enjoyable. If you guys want to know my HUD bounds, this is my HUD bounds. I have the vertical one going all the way down, and then I have the ones on the horizontal radius, just on the kind of the side of the screen. This is just what I prefer, but anybody can do whatever they want for the HUDs. Obviously, you want to have your minimap shape to square. Not sure why it was set to round. Minimap rotation on, and then you want to have your radar setting for the radar backing or not. Have that turned on as well. And then the last secret setting, go ahead and go to your account and network, scroll all the way down to content filters, and please turn dismemberment and gore effects off. Now, if you guys are wondering why we're turning this off, it will kind of get some of the realism out of the game, but as a competitive player, when you're shooting a body or shooting something, you do not want to see something fly across your screen as like an arm or blood or, you know, anything like that. Not because, you know, you don't enjoy that, but it's just gonna distract your eye. When I play at the highest level of Call of Duty, you want to just turn all the dismemberment stuff off, just so nothing can distract your eye when you're locked into the game. So if you are on console, go ahead and click off the screen. We are done with the Black Ops 6 settings for me as an iridescent player from Modern Warfare 3 as a main AR, of course. We could switch to SMG this year, but I'm not really sure what I want yet. The beta has given us a bunch of mixed feelings. But if you are on PC, stick around because I'm going to show you guys how to overclock your controller and change some of your quality settings and it's going to make your game run at the highest FPS that you guys have never had, and it's going to make the game feel a lot better and lower your latency in the game. Alright, for the second half of this video, we're going to be showing you guys how to PC optimize your computer. This is only disclaimer for you guys. Overclocking your computer can actually harm your GPU and CPU, so also keep in mind that what you're doing is going to be pushing the limits past of your actual performance of the given product that you bought. But I have a 2070 Super NVIDIA GPU and then a AMD Ryzen 7 3700X, so I have a mid-range computer, nothing crazy, but this is what has worked for me, and I've never had a single issue with my computer. But keep in mind for the rest of this video, disclaimer, this could actually harm your computer, so be safe with it. Now go ahead and open up MSI Afterburner. It's going to be the first link in the description below. Go to the little settings box here and just make sure everything is checkmarked the way that I have it here. Voltage monitor, voltage control, and then everything else. Go to user settings after that. Go to your skin down here and just select the Mystic Afterburner one. This is the one that I have, and to be honest, I just like the way it looks, and also it's if you want to follow along the way I do. Now for this one right here, I have my core clock megahertz at 156 and my memory clock megahertz at 152. This is what I have found the sweet spot from my GPU. So if you want to find the sweet spot for your GPU, go into a Black Ops 6 or any game that you're running. Go to the lowest settings in that game and then boost the megahertz by 30 every time. So 30, apply, see if you get more frames. If you don't, another 30, apply, but don't get too crazy where it starts decreasing frames or you start experiencing latency issues. 150 has honestly been super nice for me, and I've never had an issue with the harming my computer. Go ahead and go to your fans. You're gonna just boost your fans all the way up, fan speed, temp limit, all this stuff. You just want your fans to be running at the maximum speed that you can, because the faster they're spinning, the lower temps that you're having in your computer. Lower temps, the more frames. Now if your fans are absolutely loud as shit, maybe you don't want to turn the fan speed all the way up, but I have some pretty nice fans in my computer, and honestly they're not even that loud. But yeah, after you're done doing your settings and overclocking stuff, go ahead and hit the save button here, click the one you want to save it into, and then after that hit the check mark. And then after you're done with that, hit the top right corner for the Windows. This is going to be your Windows startup key, so every time you start up your computer, you don't have to keep doing these settings. It's going to actually do it for you and have it running in the background. Alright, now this is only for NVIDIA GPUs, but go ahead and hand into your NVIDIA control panel. And for the first thing you want to do is adjust image settings with preview. Make sure that this is turned on to performance, please. My friend yesterday had his quality on, he had his slider on quality. Switch it to performance, hit apply. Go to your manage 3D settings, and if you want to only do it for Black Ops 6 or for the Modern Warfare 3 or whatever the game you want to run, and you want to still keep, like, if you play like Elden Ring or like a different game, you want to keep the quality in those games, go ahead and head over to program, hit add, go ahead and hit add, and then you're gonna have to click whatever the game it is. So if it's Modern Warfare 3 or Overwatch, it will be here somewhere. Click it, and then once you click that, I want you guys to follow the settings that I have. All of these are going to be off for your first 5. Image scaling, ambient occlusion, just turn all of these off. Then you want to go ahead and scroll down, and then you want to scroll down to your low latency mode. Make sure that you guys have this toggled on to ultra. This is what this is going to do, is take your CPU and force your CPU to give your GPU more frames. It's kind of hard to explain so much nerdy stuff, but turn it on ultra and you have a better feel on the game. Also scroll down power management mode to prefer maximum performance, and then scroll down again to texture filtering quality and turn that to high performance. Also, if you scroll down, you can just copy everything that I have here. Make sure that your resolution size is the one that you're running. So mine's going to be 1080p native, and then make sure the refresh rate on your computer is going to be the refresh rate of your monitor. So mine's 165. I have a second monitor I can click to. Mine's 60 on this one. Just make sure it's at the maximum. And then that's going to be it for the NVIDIA controller panel. Alright, so in the link below, there's going to be a DNS optimizer benchmark thing. Go ahead and download that, go through the startup thing. And once you get to this screen right here, I want you guys to go to the bottom right corner. Make sure that the health check is on fast, none, in top 2000. And then for your number of curities, type it down on 50. After this, hit start benchmark. This is going to take about 10 to 15 minutes. It's actually a pretty long process, but what this is going to do is scan your internet speed from every single DNS server and 2,000 different DNS servers. So at the end of it, it's going to tell you the 10 or all the DNS servers that are going to be the fastest for your Wi-Fi. After you figure out your DNS server, what I want you guys to do is go into command prompt. When you're in command prompt, I want you guys to type in that server. So you go ping space and then type in the DNS server that they recommended for you. After hitting enter, it's going to do a bunch of this stuff, and it's going to tell you the minimum speed, the maximum speed. So on this thing, I'm averaging about 10 ping. Now, also, you can compare other ones here as well. So actually, I can compare the regular 1.1.1, and this one's actually going to run today at least a little bit faster than it was running a couple days ago. But yeah, you can do this, and you can check your guys' ping from all different types of servers. So actually, even today, the 8.8.8 is going to be the best server to run right now, giving me a minimum of 9 ping. After you ran that, I want you guys to type in view network connections. Once you guys go to view network connections, click on your internet that you have, double click it, go to properties. After you go to properties, I want you guys to go to IPv4, go all the way down to use the following DNS server, and type in the preferred DNS server that you had for the lowest speed, and then type in the other lowest speed one that was second to that, so that your computer can switch from these two servers when you are hosting or when you are doing different things, to basically give you the best ping possible. Make sure you hit validate settings upon exit, hit OK, and then go ahead and restart your computer, and your computer should be in that ping. Make sure after you guys do all this stuff that you're double checking all this stuff is actually applied. Alright, so once you get to this page, go ahead and do the third one down below. Click on it. Make sure that you guys are full screen, and I want you guys to click on the right 3 dots right here. Once you click on that, you go ahead and click download. Once you hit download, download it to your desktop. Once it opens up, go ahead and go to it on your desktop and hit right click. Extract all. I'm on Windows 11, but make sure you extract the zip however you can. Once you extract the zip, go ahead and double click on the actual folder. Go into driver, scroll down, hit setup, and hit yes on the admin thing. Once you open it up, it's going to look something like this. Go ahead and go from mice on the top left devices to all, and just go ahead and show you all the devices plugged into your motherboard. Now, you're going to go ahead and find your controller. So my controller is going to be the DualSense Edge wireless controller. Go ahead and hit the interval, type in 1. Go ahead and go to the rate, type in 8,000. Go ahead and click on the filter, put yes. Just basically follow this all below. You can hit on this bottom right here, boom, 8,000. Go ahead and hit yes for this, boom, and then put 1. I've already done it, so I don't want to undo it, but yeah, that's what you're going to do. Make sure you guys filter on device, and then install service while you're doing it. Now, this is going to overclock your controller to 1 or 0 millisecond ping. It's going to have the fastest response time that you've ever felt, so it does take some time getting used to, but this is how you overclock your controller. After you've done doing that, there should be like some yes, okay, some warning signs. Just click okay on everything, but yeah, this is how you overclock your controller, and I'm sure there's lots of other videos on YouTube to do it. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this video for the Black Ops 6 settings that you guys can run, and the PC optimization for anybody that is playing competitive games on controller. It's your boy Void here, man. I'm an iridescent player from MW3, MW2, and I've been playing Call of Duty since I can remember, since I was 7 years old. I'm super excited for this upcoming Black Ops 6, and hopefully these settings help those who are actually trying to get better at the game as well. And hopefully everyone that was on PC that did all this PC optimization stuff with me is now getting more frames and lower latency, if you guys didn't already know before. But yeah, it's your boy Void. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.